Hi there, welcome back, beautiful soul. How are you feeling today? I just wanted to share, I had to be here today for anyone who needs this beautiful message. In this first video, for some reason, judgment is coming up. It's been strong in my field in the last few days. That word keeps popping up. And the awareness that comes with that, there's actually two parts to it. The first part is that if you really sit with yourself, if you really truly sit for a moment and you stop to think, where did my judgments come from? Why do I have these judgments? Where'd they come from? Were you born with them? Have a think. You took your first cry. You've just come into the world. You've released your first cry. Do you honestly believe that in that moment, you were already born with all these judgments that you have today? Think about it. I'll give you a second to really sit with this question because it's so important. Where did my judgments come from? Are they mine? Are they mine? Were you born with them? So now that you've had a minute to think about it, there's something else to consider. What if you were born on the other side of the world, not where you were born? You had completely different parents, completely different religion, or not. You may not have a religion if you're on the other side of the world, depends on where you are in the world. But consider this, what if you were born somewhere completely different, with completely different parents, completely different upbringing, different traditions, different beliefs from your parents, what they passed on to you? Would you have the same judgments? Or would they be different? So when we stop and we truly look at it, every judgment that we have, we learned it. Growing up, we learned it. We learned that this is good. We learned that this is bad. We learned that this is right. We learned that that is wrong. We learned this from our environment. And for me, the first thing that I learned about judgments is that if I could learn to judge all of these things as good and bad and right and wrong, I learnt this, then I can unlearn it. It's not mine, naturally. I wasn't born with these judgments. Because what happens when we judge, we are separating ourselves from that. Whatever it is that we're judging, we are saying that that is separate from us. It's outside of us. And we are keeping it separate with judgment. But the most important thing to remember in every moment, and this was, I always found it as a quote by Mother Teresa, and I love this quote, that if we are judging, we are not loving. You cannot do both at the same time. The same as you can't be afraid and love at the same time. You can't hate and love at the same time, in the same instant, in the same second. You can't be angry and happy at the same time, in the same instant, in the same second. So, an exercise I was taken through that I found was quite enjoyable, and we'll do it here and see how you go. So I want you to pat your left leg, and I want you to tell your leg how much you love your leg. I love you, leg. You're the most amazing thing. To the left leg, with your left hand, if you like, just pat your leg and give it loving thoughts, appreciative thoughts of gratitude of how much I love you for everything you do for me. Beautiful leg. You're so beautiful. I love you. And at the same time, now, not yet, we're going to try this in a minute. The second exercise is to look at our right leg And I want you to stomp this right leg and tell this right leg how much you hate this leg, how angry you are with this leg. Feel all the anger within you and really put it into this leg as you're stomping this leg. All the anger that you can muster. Keep telling your leg how angry you are with this leg. And now, try and do both at the same time. Try and tell your left leg how much you love this leg. And at the same time, tell your right leg how angry you are with this leg. And can you do it at the same time? Can you feel the feelings at exactly the same time and say those things at exactly the same time within the same second? It's not possible. So I love that quote by Mother Teresa. If in this moment you are judging it, then you are not loving it. You can't do both at the same time. And judgment is something that we learn to have this human experience. Everything that we judge, we keep separate from us. It's separate, it's outside of us. It doesn't belong to us. This is what we are saying with every judgment that we place. Every time we say that something is wrong, every time we say something is bad, and even when we say it's right and we say that it's good, it's still a judgment. We're still labeling it. We're still putting it into a little box. But that thing, that person, or whatever it is, that thing, that person, or whatever it is that you stopped to judge is neither here nor there. My beautiful beings. The second part to this beautiful judgment video today is to really start to sit with yourself, because the truth is that every time we stop to judge something as wrong, we judge something that it's bad. It's something within us, it's a part of us that we are not accepting. And so we've learnt to judge it, to put it outside of ourselves. We can't love it, it's out there. We can't accept it, it's out there. So we judge it. But every time you find yourself judging someone else, stop for a second and ask yourself in that moment, what part of myself am I not accepting, that I feel the need to judge that? Why do you feel the need to judge it? Apart from habit, you've probably heard it so many times in your childhood, this judgment being passed on about others or about situations or about whatever it is. You've probably heard it thousands of times. So it could be habit. But that habit came from somewhere. And originally that habit, that judgment, would have come from someone not accepting this part of themselves. And so they have to label it as bad, as wrong, to make themselves feel better. So anytime you find yourself in that position, anytime, stop and ask yourself, what is my need to judge that? Why do I need to judge it at all? What part of myself am I not accepting? Am I not approving of? And always remember, if you are judging it, you are not loving it. So, my beautiful beings, we seem to think that we are separate from all these things that we judge. We're separate from it. And in the last, I'd say, week or so, I've been shown time and time again that there is no separation. It's the illusion. And that illusion is there for us to have this incredible, incredible human experience. That's all it's there for. I was triggered by a video I watched where they were saying that the ego is the enemy. And I had to really sit with it in that moment. And I responded to that video saying that it's kind of missing the point when we say that the ego is the enemy, or we look at the ego as a negative thing. We're missing the whole point of the gift that we've been given. The ego is a tool that we've been given by Spirit, that we may have this human experience, that we can be here and judge any of it, is a miracle in itself. But the ego is not evil. The ego is not a bad thing. The ego is a tool we've been given to have this experience of separation. And that is the job of the ego, to keep us in separation. Because the moment we wake up, we no longer have this human experience. We reconnect with Spirit. And we see that that is all there is. There is nothing else. And so it becomes a different dance. Life becomes playful. We see the truth of it. But we forget, many of us forget, when they're going on about enlightenment and becoming enlightened and all of that. So, as you sit with yourself today, what we'd like to bring awareness to is that wherever you are on your journey is perfect for you. You know, this video about judgment was created to bring awareness to the truth around judgment. But never is it our intention to make anyone feel bad about, oh, they're judging everything and they're judging everyone. And it's never about that. You know, it's about learning to love our life just as it is. If you're judging, then you're in your human experience completely, and that is beautiful. You know, just yesterday I was talking to someone, and I think this is where the judgment thing came out. They were saying that they were judging one of their best friends because their friend isn't spiritual, you know. And somehow along the line, you know, so many people that become, you know, they awaken and they become more spiritual. They feel like, I'm not sure, better than others or higher than others, or what the exact words are, but they feel like they have an advantage over others. And this is not the truth. As we said in so many previous videos, everybody is on a path. And that path is perfect for that being. It's perfect for that being. You see, we may judge that, oh, they're not spiritual, they don't believe in God, they don't believe in angels, they don't believe in anything. And perhaps they've already been here in a lifetime where they've had that experience. They've done all of that. And now they're here to be completely separate from all of that. Because what I've been shown time and time again by my spirit guides and by Spirit is that we are all of these things outside of this experience. We are the ultimate joy. We are infinite bliss. We are unconditional love for all eternity. Now, think about that. For all eternity. That's a long, long, long time. And we get to come here and play and be separate. Feel separate from Spirit. Even if it's not real, it's the illusion of separation. But we get to play in this. We get to pass judgments all day long. We get to believe there is no God all day long, if that's what we desire, if that's what our soul chose. So be very careful when you jump to the conclusion that, oh, poor thing, they're not spiritual. When you stop to have that judgment about someone else, that they're less because they don't believe in God. My husband is an atheist, and yet most of my awakening happened because of him. Things that he has said, observations he has made, and I got to have incredible awakenings around that. And they came from the person I least expected. The person that doesn't believe in God, doesn't believe in angels, doesn't believe in magic. And yet here I am. So, my beautiful beings, you are exactly where you are meant to be. The path you are on is perfect for you. I listened to this gorgeous video yesterday of Alan Watts, where he says we are the path. You are the path. That's it. It is that simple. It's not about the destination. It's not about where you're trying to get to. It's about the path. And you already are the path. You can't get it wrong. Whatever choices you make, they're the right choice. They're the right choices for your path. They always were. They always will be. Nothing that has happened in your life is an accident, a coincidence. Wasn't meant to be. Was a mistake. I spent so many years down that rabbit hole that I had made all these mistakes. I wanted to take it all back. There's no such thing in life. All right, my beautiful beings. So just breathe into that. This is my path. And it's perfect for me. I'm where I'm meant to be. Everything that's happened was meant to happen for me. That I could be here today in this moment, exactly as I am. This will make more sense in the coming videos with what I have to share. I love you dearly. Remember to click like and subscribe so you don't miss any of the messages. And we'll see you in the next video, okay? Bye for now.